Arab Israel mendukung Israel melawan teror. Saudara, ini adalah Muhammad Kabia. Muhammad Kabia adalah seorang Muslim.
Salam Elechem Bisem Yesua Hamasiah. Salam damai sejahtera dalam nama Tuhan Yesus Kristus untuk kita semua. Teman-teman sekalian, pada video kali ini kita akan mendengarkan tentang satu berita mengenai seorang Arab Muslim yang telah menjadi tentara di negara Israel, dan dia sangat cinta Israel dan juga mendukung Israel, sehingga dia bisa jadi tentara Israel. Dan teman-teman sekalian, dia berperang dan berjuang untuk melawan teror, yaitu kelompok Hamas. Nah teman-teman sekalian, seperti apa videonya? Mari kita langsung saja simak berikut ini.
Arab Israel mendukung Israel melawan teror. Saudara, ini adalah Muhammad Kabia. Muhammad Kabia adalah seorang Muslim Arab Bedouin yang bergabung dengan IDF. Kabia fasih berbahasa Arab dan Ibrani dan cinta Israel.
لما بسوريا والعراق، سوريا والعراق نص مليون تقتلوا ب4 سنين، وينكم ليه بتحكوش عنهن؟ وينكم يا عرب ليه بتحكوش عنهن؟ 500 مليون تقتلوا ب4 سنين. 500 million people killed in Syria in 4 years. In 4 years. Why you don't talk about it? Why you don't talk about it? Why you don't talk about it? هاي بروباغندا تعمين. انتوا كذابين. انتوا اكذب خلق الله تروحون.
Joined now by Muhammad Kabia. He's an Arab-Israeli Muslim who served in a special unit of the Israeli Air Force. Mohammed, thank you so much for joining us. I know you've seen some of these difficult images coming out of Gaza, like all of us, showing the suffering of the Palestinian people. We all saw the horrific attacks by Hamas terrorists on Israeli civilians back on October 7th. Is Israel doing enough, do you believe, to limit civilian casualties in Gaza?
The big problem is that Hamas using these people, the civilian people, for their agenda. The Hamas leadership hiding behind the hospitals and the mosques and the UNRWA. What's happened in the October 7th was a horrific crime and against the humanity. It's contrary of the Islamic Sharia. I, as a Muslim that grow up in the Islamic rules, I think that is the most horrible thing that I saw ever. What Hamas did to the Israeli people, to the Israeli innocent people, is like what ISIS did for the Yazidis women in Iraq, and what ISIS murdered children in Syria. This is what's happening in Israel.
As you know, Mohammed, there are about 2 million Israeli Arab citizens of Israel right now. They're living in Israel, and they're reacting, obviously, to what's going on in this conflict between Israel and Hamas. Tell us what the reaction generally has been.
The Arab Israeli saw what Hamas did to the Israelis. I think that the most reactions of the Arab Israelis is to support Israel. The Arab Israeli, they understood that the Palestinians suffering because Hamas and because the terror organizations. And while Israel extend her hand to support and to help the Palestinian people, the leaders of Hamas, they're using the people of Gaza and the people of the West Bank as a human shield for a terror agenda. The leadership of Hamas, they living and staying in luxury hotels in the Arab capitals. This is the situation.
Has the current war between Israel and Hamas, Mohammed, complicated the relationship between Israeli Arabs and Israeli Jews right now? What's your analysis?
I think that who is live here in Israel, he see every day that the Arabs and the Jews here, they living together, study together, and also joining to the IDF together. They know that they should to live together, and they know that Hamas is the big danger to the Palestinian people. If we want to get peace with the Palestinian people, we have to eliminate the Hamas and the terror organizations, because Hamas is the big danger to the Palestinian and also to the Americans. When you hear in your campuses in the States, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free, you should to remember the photos from Be'eri and Far Gaza, what Hamas did to the women and the children there, how they murdered them, how they raped the women, and how they killed the old men there.
Are you concerned, Mohammed, that we will see more division that will develop as a result of this cycle of violence that's going on right now?
I think that the solution to stop the violence is to stop the terror activity in Gaza and the West Bank that want to destroy everything. They want to destroy the bridge between the Israelis and the Palestinians.
Mohammed Kabia, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Oke, teman-teman sekalian, itulah beritanya yang kita sudah dengarkan dan juga penjelasan dari seorang Arab Muslim ya, telah menjadi tentara tadi. Dan kita tahu teman-teman sekalian bahwa dia sangat mendukung Israel untuk melawan aksi teror yang dilakukan oleh Hamas. Dan teman-teman sekalian, ini yang menjadi kelucuan aja ya, dimana kalau Arab Muslim saja mendukung Israel ya, tetapi kalau kita lihat justru di negeri kita, di Republik Indonesia ini, ya tidak mendukung Israel, bahkan mengutuk Israel. Bahkan berita-berita juga kita lihat di TV1, di Metro TV. Pokoknya TV nasional kita justru memojokkan Israel, teman-teman sekalian. Dan ya, orang-orang Arab sendiri yang beragama Islam justru mendukung Israel dan ya tidak suka dengan tindakan Hamas. Yang mereka tidak mendukung Hamas sama sekali, karena Hamas adalah kelompok teror, bukan berjuang ya, bukan melakukan peperangan itu untuk memperjuangkan kemerdekaan Palestina. Karena kita sudah tahu juga Presiden Palestina sendiri mengutuk keras ya tindakan Hamas di 7 Oktober terhadap negara Israel. Nah, teman-teman sekalian, mari kita bijak ya, jangan sampai kita dibodohi oleh media-media yang ada, tapi mari kita saring kebenarannya dengan baik. Terima kasih, saya Arif Gula undur diri, sampai ketemu di video berikutnya. Tuhan Yesus memberkati kita. Salam.